The highly anticipated CBS series Tracker made its debut last night after the Super Bowl. Actor Justin Hartley stars as Colter Shaw, a survivalist who travels around the country helping people and law enforcement solve mysteries. He spoke with Entertainment Tonight's hosts Kevin Frazier and Nichelle Turner.
Can you help me?
How exciting is it, though, that you know all those people will leave the big game and stay with Tracker, and you will have a worldwide audience? That is massive.
We hope so. That's the goal. And we pour our hearts and souls into this thing, and we've been working on it forever. It's a labor of love for sure, but it's hours and hours. And I'm really proud of it and just happy to finally get a chance for people to see it.
Now, Tracker episodes can take place anywhere.
Yeah.
How hard would it be to track someone down in this city?
Oh, boy.
I think it depends on what they're wearing. He'd figure it out.
Colter can do anything.
He can.
Right.
You know what? The interesting thing about it is our writers are doing a really good job of we take those places that we are, and we use that as sort of a character in the show, in that episode.
Yeah.
And Vegas would become this thing where you would use the city and the resources in that city to figure out where this person was or what they've done or where they might go.
Oh.
Which is pretty cool.
You can find people in Vegas. All you gotta do, just go to the casino, look for the person at the slot machine.
But there's cameras everywhere, too.
Yeah, exactly. There are cameras
them.
everywhere. Yeah.
Cameras are everywhere. You can't hide in Vegas.
Yeah.
No.
Trust me. You can't hide in Vegas.
Well, they found us. Here we are.
Exactly.
You know?
There you go. You know, I ran into you and your beautiful wife, Sophia, yesterday.
Yep.
And it was just announced that she's going to be guest starring on
Yeah.
an upcoming episode.
Yeah.
Is she playing a love interest for Colter? How's she getting into this
Yeah,
story?
so it's I think I can tell you if I get in trouble, I get in trouble.
Well.
But here we go. I'll figure out a way out of it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, she comes out. She's from his past, like a love interest from his past.
Okay.
They worked together as well, and she's got a similar set of skills and a similar lifestyle. Although hers is more tech, and she kind of basically. She did him dirty. Let's just say it that way in the past. So they separated.
Okay.
Here's what I want to know.
Okay.
Here's what I want to. Is the TV kiss different than your normal kiss? Do you have to do a different? Like you kiss your wife, you kiss your wife.
Yeah.
But now you're on TV. Do you have to, do it mechanically?
I try not to do it mechanically. I hope not. No, it's. I guess the difference is there are cameras in your face.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Right.
yeah.
You like, no, you gonna get these lips today, Sophia.
We kissing, girl.
Yeah, I just built a few in. They weren't even in the script.
I
I'm
love
just building
it.
them in.
I
Yeah.
love that
Really?
so
Why not?
much. Well, we're not going to say no to the show
No.
after Super Bowl. We
Thank
will
you.
all be tuned into Tracker.
Thank you.
Congratulations on everything.
Thanks.
I love that you built this from the ground up. That's
Yeah.
like the real achievement. I
Thank
know
you.
that swells your chest up a little bit.
It feels good. Yeah,
Yes.
it feels really good.
Our next guest is a star of television's hottest show. That would be Justin Hartley of CBS's Tracker. It is the most watched entertainment program, averaging more than, listen to this number, 18 million viewers per episode.
Wow.
People would kill for those numbers.
Jeez.
This series' second season returns this Sunday. Hartley stars as lone wolf Colter Shaw, who uses his survivalist skills to find missing people and then collect the reward money. So in the new episodes, there's a new lead in Shaw's white whale case, leading him to work with a retired cop named Keaton.
October 15th, 2014. Gina Pickett, age 19, was working at the Hot Topic at the Welltown Mall. Shift ended at 6 p.m. She leaves the building at 6:10 p.m. Now mall surveillance sees her in the mall parking lot headed to her car, except she never made it there. She disappeared into a blind spot, never to be seen again. Next day, the car is found when her sister goes looking for her. Police were called to the scene.
And nobody around Gina or following her on the surveillance video?
Nope. I went through hours of footage from those mall cameras, all of them, and I got nothing. Nothing.
Well, he got something. Justin Hartley joins us. We welcome and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Superstar and executive producer of the hit show, 18 million. My head is doing an exorcist neck turn with that.
Yeah.
So
Mine too.
bravo
Mine
to
too.
you.
Thank
Wow.
you.
So the second season is starting off with a bang. I have to say, I noticed there seems to be more action and more fights that you do very, very well. Was that your idea? Did you say amp it up a little bit?
It was sort of a collective agreement. We had a conversation about it, and our head writer is brilliant, but he's also used to be a bouncer.
Oh.
And so he understands fights between big grown men typically don't last very long, right? They're usually really quick. So we try to make them dynamic and quick at the same time and realistic, So that's sort of our goal.
And what about your dog?
But sometimes you think things are too easy and you ask for the action to be amped up.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it needs a little bit more. We've got a really great stunt coordinator who puts the fights together for us, so we all stay pretty safe and everything. And when you have to do these things over and over and over again, you also have to remember that you know, what you're seeing,
Yes.
I've probably done 15 times, and so the body takes a little bit of a beating, so you gotta be careful.
All right, so we've been teasing it all morning. Apparently, to get into this character, Tracker, you turned off your car's GPS at one point. Why'd you do that?
You
and
know,
what
because I
happened?
do a lot of dumb things. I don't know why I thought that would benefit me at all in any way, but all it did was get me lost and embarrassed and give me just a ton of like a humble pie. I was like, oh, I don't know where I am ever. You know, it's ironic. I play this tracker guy and never know where the hell I am.
So I'm a sucker for a great origin story. One of the things you're doing in this season, you're getting into Coulter's backstory, his rough childhood, as the child of survivalists. Why did you want to incorporate that aspect into your story?
I mean, I think that at least when I watch TV, I always love an origin story, like you said. I want to know more about the character, why he does the things that he does, why he behaves the way he does. And all these little intricate details of this guy's life when he was a kid, as we all do, they shape us, who we are and how we interact with other people. So I think when you watch this guy interact with these people, you know, he has such an interesting life. He dives fully into these people's lives.
Yeah.
He gets to know them really quickly, really well, asks them really personal questions. They divulge all this information to him, and then he splits and he's gone.
I love the storylines, Justin. Every story is different. Starts out with a bang, and part of the fun for me is trying to figure out where this is going.
Yeah.
Takes many twists and turns in the hour that it's on. Episode 3, we get to see the lovely Sophia.
Yeah.
We like Sophia. She's your wife in real life.
Yeah.
But she plays your nemesis. So when I'm watching, and you guys are having this back and forth where you don't like each other,
Yeah.
I'm looking in the eyes to see, is there a little wink? Is there a little something? What is it like looking in her face, knowing that you two don't like each other in this particular plot?
Well, it's interesting because it's fun to play.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Because it's a safe place to play with that. She's such a good actor, and they have a complicated past. She betrayed him, you know, and so he's you know, he keeps that in mind when dealing with her. She comes back later on in the season, and to return a favor that Coulter needs, and she does it in a big way, and it ends in this pretty, I don't want to say explosive, but almost heartbreaking thing that happens, where she really puts herself on the line for him in a big, big way, and he kind of realizes, you know, maybe he went too far with the ask. So she's got a really good story arc, as do all of our guest stars. We have, I mean, that's one of the beautiful things about being on this show. We get these amazing guest stars that come on. Mr. Sexton, you just saw in the in the preview there. He's wonderful. I mean, what a great guy to work with. Just so.
I kept waiting for a betrayal, but that didn't happen. But let's talk about you as we wrap it up. 2 hit shows. I mean, This Is Us and now this. Must be fun to be Justin Hartley these days. Really, bravo to you.
Oh, well, I get to hang out with you fine people. I mean, how could you, come on, I'm coming on the, you know, this show is amazing. I get to be with you. I mean, who would
I want to
thought?
talk about you, Justin. We are delightful and great, but I want to talk about you. How this feels for
It feels good. You know, Ken Olin and I both came from This Is Us.
Yes.
That was Dan Fogelman's show. And Ken and I had many conversations about the culture that was on that show that Dan made sure everyone was kind and felt appreciated and did their job well. Yeah. And was motivated to do so. So we brought that culture to Tracker, and it's been really great. Everyone walks around with smiles, and they all seem very happy. So that's the most important.
I remember Ken from the 30 Show. I think he's terrific too.
He's terrific.
That series back in the day. Thank you, Justin.
You're knocking everything out of the park.
Thank
we
you,
wish
man.
you the best from here on out.
We have a very special edition of Talk of the Table. It's all about season 2 finale of Tracker. The hit CBS series is the #1 show on television with more, can I drum roll this number?
Yeah, I got you.
17 million viewers, ladies
Say it
and
again,
gentlemen.
say it again.
17 million viewers.
Numbers.
Justin Hartley stars as Coulter Shaw, a lone wolf who uses his survivalist skills to find missing people. In this clip from the upcoming season finale, Shaw goes back home to investigate the disappearance of a local diner owner. Watch.
Tell me what happened the night Bill disappeared. Anything strange, out of the ordinary? My mother mentioned he might be drinking again.
That's just gossip. He was still going to meetings twice a week in the church basement. Trust me, I go with him. No way Bill fell off the wagon.
People in this town like to talk. Whatever you tell me is just gonna stay between the two of us.
Fighting there.
So good. First on CBS Mornings, Justin Hartley joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Good
Thank
to
you for having
see
me.
you.
Yeah.
Before we even get into the interview part, when you hear 17 million fans, lovers of the show, like what goes through your mind?
I mean, it's very humbling. It's an honor. I always say this: people are so busy nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, they've always been busy, but I guess we're more aware of how busy people are. And to ask someone to spend an hour of their week, that's a lot of time.
Yes. Yeah.
And the fact that people are doing it and loving it, and they keep coming back, and our numbers are growing. We put so much work and effort into the show, and to know that it's paying off and people are really enjoying it. And they're sitting down with their families and watching.
That's the
watching it
key.
in real
I
time,
love.
Justin.
This is my
Watching
favorite
it in
thing.
real time.
My
That's-
favorite
You
thing.
haven't heard
Yes.
about stuff like this
No.
since like the early 2000s.
No
where
doubt.
people, because we live in a fractured media landscape.
Yeah.
And the fact that 17 million people are sitting down together to watch the show is
That's
something.
like NFL regular season game day numbers.
You know, like when you hear
Lying.
people say, "Oh, I watched this with my wife and my son," or "My wife and my daughter," my kids come home from college, we all watch it together.
Oh, wow.
Like that reminds me of This Is Us when people would tell me,
Yes.
watching it as a family, it just warms your heart.
Appointment television.
Yeah, man,
It's
it's awesome.
back, baby.
And
Let's
now
hope
we're
so.
here with the season finale. Number
Yeah.
one, we didn't know what was going to happen to the end of the first season. I was
Right.
like, God, tell us. Now, are we finally going to know what's going to happen? I know you can't give any secrets away. But
Right.
Get
I
an
mean,
answer.
I could
He's
give
like,
all the secrets away.
right. I'm.
No, we have teased this this family dynamic. This what happened to my father? How did he die? Was there foul play? We started the series with that.
Yes.
And now at the end of season 2, we sort of systematically we kind of picked it apart throughout the first
you've
season.
left little Easter
We
eggs
have,
throughout
and
the
then at
season.
the end, so this Sunday's episode, we drop a bomb.
Oh.
And also, it tells the story as well, which is kind of cool. So it opens up a Pandora's box, but it also tells the story. So it's very, very satisfying, which is great.
As one of the show's executive producers, you say you like Coulter being a hero,
Yeah.
but not necessarily a superhero.
Right.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I think one of the things that people connect with is he's vulnerable to, like, he can get injured.
The relatability.
The relatability. And I think when you put a cape on and stuff like that, it loses a little bit of that. I love all of that stuff as well.
Of
I'm a
course.
big fan of all that stuff. It's awesome. But I just like the fact that this guy he's just like us, you know?
He bleeds.
Yeah.
He cries.
Yeah, he feels
He
stuff.
deals.
Yeah, and also in the finale, you will see him do something. There's an emotional moment that happened. We don't see a lot of this with him. He's very guarded. But you see him kind of fall apart in a way that you wouldn't expect. He is way in over his head, and he hears this information. He gets overwhelmed, and he kind of crumbles a little bit.
You're so good in it, though, Justin.
Thanks.
Number one, bravo to you. Number one on the call sheet, executive producer, too. But so it's been picked up for season 3. If everything is wrapped up, do you have any idea about where you'll go now? Or are the story ideas already percolating?
Oh, yeah.
Already?
One of the great things about working on the show is I get to work with Elwood Reed, who's our head writer and our showrunner, and Ken Olin.
Ken
We
Olin.
sit around and we talk about these storylines and where this could go. And I have this whole idea that I want to. He has these skills that help him. He's a survivalist, and I help him in everyday life, and he's able to do that, sort of live on his own. And I think it would be really cool, a great story to tell, if he were set up somehow and he had to be on the run for a little while and use all those skills to evade the law.
Look at you being an executive.
I know.
That's cool,
And a
right?
star.
Not just a star, he's also the brains behind
I'm the idea guy.
Oh my gosh, Justin Hartley, always great to have you. Thank you
Thanks.
very much
Congrats,
for stopping by.
congrats.
Congratulations on everything.
Love being here.
The star of the #1 hit CBS series. Can I say that again? #1 hit CBS series, Justin. Tracker, which returns this Sunday for season 3. So, just as you know, stars as Coulter Shaw, I love this name, uses his survivalist skills to find missing people. First on CBS Mornings, Justin Hartley joins us now to just sort of say, yes, I have returned, and guess what? The show is still killing it.
And it's great to be. You're killing it.
You're killing it. It's great to be back with you all. This is nice.
Congratulations to you. But already, they only let me see 2 episodes, but already I think this is going to be fun because your older brother has joined the series. But he's your older brother, but you guys are friends in real life.
Yeah, Jensen, we've been friends for, I don't even know how, like 300 years or something. Really long time.
How did he get this role?
So he actually, when the show was starting out, they would put all these ads on during football to try to get people, aware of what is Tracker, what is this new show. And he sent me a text and he's like, will you get your ugly mug off my I'm trying to watch football and you keep popping up. And so I sent him a text back. I said, you should come play my brother. I was half joking, but I was also like serious. And he
Because
goes,
you're a producer, you're an executive producer.
yeah. And he goes, when and where? And I was like, all right. And I called everybody else and I was like, I think we got the brother. I think I know exactly who it should be.
That's great.
And it was hands. Everyone was like, of course it's him. And then he agreed to do it, and we've been playing around for a
He
few
didn't
years
mind
now.
seeing your ugly mug anymore.
No, they became worth it.
He's very key in the storyline. I think it's fun to
yeah.
see what's going to happen with the two of you.
And you say that this is the best season yet. Now, I know you have to say it because it's premiere week, but you actually believe it. Why?
I do believe it. And here's the thing. Maybe I might be a terrible producer, but I wouldn't say that, actually. I would be like...
And I trust you in that because you keep it real every time.
I do. And I'm telling you, here's why I think it's our best season. Well, several reasons. One is now we're dialed in.
Yep.
We have 22 episodes this year, so the writers can dive deeper into the storylines. We're doing 2-part episodes, so we have a 2-parter to start the season.
I love that.
When the writers can dive deep into the characters like that and spend a little more time with the characters, and we have the backstory now that everyone cares about, so you can kind of filter that in through. This is a really, really good season. Great start to a season. We start our season with, I don't want to give a spoiler away, but here I go.
Go for it. Please do.
We start our season off with we find Coulter. He's brooding. He's about his mom and what happened with his dad and all that kind of stuff and this family drama. And he's in this bar and kind of drowning his sorrows. And this guy, this jerk, starts something with him. He has like 4 friends with him, and Coulter just gets in this huge bar fight. And that's how we start.
It's quite physical.
Yeah, and then immediately we go into the Airstream, the trailer, where Jensen and myself, with my brother, Russell, we have this 8-minute, one-on-one, heartfelt, really emotional scene. So that's how we start our
Pulls you right in.
Pulls you right in.
They're so good together, guys. It feels like they're ad-libbing. It doesn't feel like a scripted
because you guys have known each other for so long.
Yeah.
But the question, of course, is why does Coulter do what he does? He wants to help people, but he also gets paid.
Yeah.
Why does he do what he does?
I mean, he's got a difficult childhood, and I think he's just like anyone else. He's trying to find his purpose, and I think this gives him purpose. The interesting thing about it is he's helping all of these strangers. Really, I mean, he's redefining their lives when he brings these people back. But he can't seem to figure out his own family dynamic to where he has peace inside.
He's putting together pieces of his own life.
Yeah, and what's really great about the way that they've constructed this show is my character, he evolves as the show goes on. I've talked to our writers about this. Elwood Reed and I talk about it all the time. Like, I want the guy to continue to evolve, not just be the same every single week. So.
And he's not.
Justin Hartley, we appreciate you. That's why we love you. The 3rd season of Tracker premieres
#1 show on CBS.